Check the oh damn, man.
That's good.
You good?
Yeah.
All right. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, before we get started, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Shakwadash. Double honors as always to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, Peru well. All right, and taught us his truth. Peace, much love, and salutations as always to the elect. All right, bros out in Great Millstone Natural. Got the lesson through the Spirit. Lord's will be edifying. All right, to the elect. See by the title, the day that shall burn as an oven. Really getting into, Malachi the 4th chapter, and seeing where the Spirit takes off, because this is a up and coming prophecy, all right, that is getting ready to befall the landmass of America, all right, the U.S., if you will, which in the scriptures known as Babylon the Great. All right, so Lord's will once again is edifying. You got it?
Yeah,
go ahead.
So Malachi chapter 4, verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
Right, so this day is approaching, all right, and this is going to happen through the process of the thermonuclear missiles, man, or thermonuclear fire, the ICBMs. All right, all the proud, yea, all that do wickedly, starting with Esau, Edom, okay, as well as the wicked that are joined with the heathen. All right, real quick. Proverbs. Let's do this one. Yeah, we can really do both. Proverbs 11:21 says, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. All right, also the seed of the righteous being the elect. All right, starting with the 144,000. All right, the remnant, the men, women, and children that are going to believe on the names of Yahweh Shemashah in these latter days. All right, but all those that are proud and wicked will be destroyed. And this other one, Proverbs 16:5, it says, everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord. Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished. And that's what happens. A lot of our people, the majority of our people, if you will, especially here in America, have joined hand in hand and rubbing elbows with the wicked of the society. Whether they're selling out or subjugating themselves to their ways. Ultimately forsaking the ways of Yahweh Shai, the ways that were given to us, all right, as Israelites. That was it on that. You have something.
This is Matthew 24 and 37 to 39. It says, but as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so just like back in the days of Noah, you had these people, all right, the people of the world doing what? Eating and drinking, marrying, giving into marriage, okay, ultimately abiding themselves in the whole, or surrounding themselves with folly, going against the ways of the Heavenly Father. So this same thing is getting ready to happen now. They were caught off guard, if you will, okay, even though they were forewarned by Noah. He prophesied for 100 years?
Yeah, over 100
years. Yeah, over 100 years, man. And nobody even, thought twice to listen to him. And the Lord only saved 8 souls out of that. So it's going to be the same thing. Obviously it's going to be more than 8 souls being saved, but that's a representation of the elect as well. A small number compared to the vast majority of death that's going to take place here. That was it.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because that Proverbs one said that how the righteous are going to be delivered. Let me just read how basically coinciding with the destruction, Yahushua is going to be returning as well.
Mm-hmm.
So back in Malachi 4, because we read the first verse how it talks about the nuclear missiles, but then verse 2, it says, but unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings, and he shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall. Mm-hmm. And with how it said the righteous will be delivered.
Yep.
Yahushua is coming back to heal the sick, the downtrodden, whereas everybody else is going to be destroyed because they didn't seek the Lord, or they're a heathen and they can't.
Yeah. Yeah, more?
No, that was it.
Okay. I got a couple real quick. Zephaniah 1, I'm going to start at 14, read on down to the end. It says, the great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hasted greatly, even the voice of the day of the Lord. The mighty man shall cry there bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. You know, contrary to Christian belief, popular belief, the Lord is not coming back, you know, with sunshine and rainbow, as brothers, you know, constantly harp on. All right, this is going to, the scriptures, you know, speak on that. How it's going to be a day of trouble, a day of darkness. Okay, it's not going to be a good thing, especially if you're not of the elect. You know, if you're not of the elect and you don't have a chance in hell, you're going to be surrounded in that shit, you know, and it's going to be very bad. That's why that warning is still, you know, going out. The doors of mercy is still open. There's still time to change your ways and to come back. Let the scripture say, let let the wicked forsake his way. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately talk to Israel. All right, verse 16 says, the day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord. And their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. You see, once again, it's going to be a lot of death and destruction now. Okay? It says the slain of the Lord shall be many. All right? The Most High is not coming to play any type of games, man. Verse 18, it's the last one. It says, neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. And like it said in Malachi, it shall lead them neither root nor branch. Can you get that other one too? It talks about that line of confusion. You know, because you ain't gonna be able to see. You know, that was New York, that was Texas. You know, over there was Florida. This whole place is going to be completely eradicated, man. All right, there's not going to be anything left of America by the time the Lord is done with it. You know, through the process of what the missiles, all right, the angels, you know, the chariots, however Leviathan plays, his part in that. Okay, there's going to be a lot of fire hitting this place all at once, man. You got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Isaiah 34, I'm going to start at 8. For it is the day of Yahweh's vengeance and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion. In the NLT it says, for it is the day of the Lord's revenge, the year when Edom will be paid back for all it did to Israel. Verse 9, KJV.
Yep.
And the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall become burning pitch. It shall not be quenched night nor day. The smoke thereof shall go up forever. From generation to generation it shall lie waste. None shall pass through it forever and ever. But the cormorant and the bittern shall possess it. The owl also and the raven shall dwell in it. And he shall stretch out upon it the line of confusion and the stones of emptiness.
Right. Those are the only animals that's going to be dwelling over here after, the destruction is done. Because it says it's going to go up forever, but it's not literally forever. It's just an extended period of time. Okay. And like I said, that line of confusion, once again, you're not going to be able to tell, where a certain city was, where a certain state was, man. Okay. It's just going to be straight desert here, which is why desert creatures are going to inhabit it. We're not going to be 2,000 years in the kingdom and setting up shop back in America. That's not going to work. Okay. Go ahead. Or was that it?
That was it on that one.
Okay. You got something?
Yeah.
You go ahead.
Amos 5 and 18 to 20. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it?
Right, exactly. And then ultimately, you're not going to be able to escape judgment, man. Okay, everybody has to appear before that judgment seat. So, what they call it? Getting a passport, and then flying overseas. If you hear America's getting destroyed, well, I'm just get a passport, and go, go to Europe. Well, that's not going to save you, okay? Because at the end of the day, especially if you're wicked, man, you're just going to get caught up. And then the Jakes that, ain't here, because when we speak about the 1/3 being delivered and the 2/3 being destroyed, as it says in Zechariah 13, okay, 8 through 9, all right, that's talking about here in America, but there's still going to be wicked Israelites across the four corners of the earth, and they're still going to have to get dealt with. Just because you're not physically in America at that time does not mean shit. But we just know this is where the main judgment is going to occur. You know what I'm saying? And shit, you still could possibly get hit with a damn missile. Because they got I think it's called MAD, mutually assured destruction. So however many missiles get shot off over here, I mean, it ain't going to be the exact same amount because it's going to be everybody versus America. Hey, but they still might get time to, shoot out a couple missiles here and there, So it's still going to be a lot of destruction, but it's mainly here. All right, and there's no escaping from that judgment. That was it on that?
Yeah.
All right, what you got?
Job 4 and 7 to 8. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? Even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same.
Mm-hmm. You got it, brother.
So it didn't just say those that are wicked in America. Like the brother said, if you're wicked, if you're committing iniquity, you're going to receive judgment. It's not subject to one landmass.
Right.
Wickedness is across the whole globe. It's the whole matter of fact, let me grab this.
I think it's in 16. Come on, man. Here we go.
This is 2 Ezra 15 and 6. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. So it's everywhere. America to fucking Timbuktu and everything in between.
Right.
You're going to pay for everything that you've done. Every nation. It's not subject to one nation either. Every nation is going to feel the Lord's wrath.
Yeah.
Especially Jake.
Yeah, I might say, starting with us. Starting with the nation of Israel. Because they're the ones, that's ultimately held. We were the ones that was held to their standard. We're the only ones that really have a standard. The Most High don't respect the heathens to act anything outside of heathens. They're fucking, they're beast, if you will. But he expects, you so-called Black and American Latinos to act and, hold yourself accordingly. Hold yourself accountable when you fuck up. But Jake wanted to, rub elbows with the heathen, follow after their way. So they going to be caught up in that judgment right along with them. Was that it?
Yeah.
I got a preset real quick. 2 Ezra 16. I'm gonna start at 13. Can you get that in Revelation 9? I think it's 9. Talks about 200,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 Ezra 16 and 13. It says, "For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world." Right? Those arrows are talking about the missiles. And there's not going to be a Wakanda bubble, or anything like that that's going to, stop the missiles from hitting their pinpointed target, which is going to be the landmass of America. What's it? I think it's in Joel. It talks about they should not break their ranks. Verse 14, it says, "Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled, and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again." It says, woe is me, who would deliver me in those days? All right, once again, this is what we're getting ready to enter into. All right, Ezra, at this time, he's saying who's going to deliver me in those days, knowing that he's going to be, through the process of reincarnation, back on the earth during that time. Because that didn't happen, while he, back then when he wrote this. Okay. And you can keep going, but I just wanted to grab that point real quick. Speaking on the arrows. You got that?
Yeah.
Revelation?
Revelations 9 and 16. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them.
200,000, which is 200 million. Okay, it's which it actually says that when you go into the NLT, it says 200 million. I believe it's the NLT. Go ahead.
It says, "And thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, having breastplates of fire and of jacinth and brimstone, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and out of their mouths issued fire and smoke and brimstone. Mm-hmm. By these three was the third part of men killed, which is sons of the wicked, Edom.
Yep.
By the fire, and by the smoke, and by the brimstone which issued out of their mouths. For their power is in their mouth and in their tails, for their tails were like unto serpents, and had heads, and with them they do hurt."
All right. Power is in their mouth because the nuclear, the heads, you know what I'm saying, or the missiles, that's ultimately where all the power is, you know. It's not going to be the rest of that shit is really just to get it to its destination. Just like when you see a space shuttle take off, and how everything, you know, breaks apart, and you're just really left with that, you know, the initial head of it. You know, that's what's most important. But this is talking about those missiles, man. Okay, 200,000, that's what it's talking about. And once again, it's going to be here in America through the process of World War III, which is also fast approaching. It's good to speak about the wars, rumors of wars. We know that we're entering and we're in these last days. You know, things are cranking up very speedily. You know what I'm saying? Especially at the Passover. So it's just going to get more and more crazy, man. That's why we need that hedge. We need that protection from the Heavenly Father, you know, through His only begotten Son. Was that it?
Yeah.
You got something else?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Matthew 24 and 22, this in red.
Yep.
"And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened."
Right, for the elect's sake, those days should be shortened. Because ultimately, as it said, you know, if it wasn't for the elect's, you know, sake, or not if it was for the elect's sake, if the days weren't shortened, then nobody would be saved. You know, because this madman Esau is getting ready to go on a full-blown rampage in forwarding his NWO, which consists of essentially turning everybody and everything into a damn robot. You know, taxing animals for, you know, passing gas, putting a bill on, you know, how do you put a bill on an animal for passing gas? How do you, you know, beyond meat? Okay? It's so many things that this nigga is trying to do, and that's why he's going to do it, and he's doing it in such a hastily, you know, spirit, because he knows he's running out of time. But that's why the Most High is shortening the days, man, for the elect's sake. You know, was that it?
Yeah, want to go with that.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Romans 13 and 11, "And that knowing the time, and now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed."
Right, because see, that's the thing. We are, you know, brothers already believe, and we can see that we're getting close to get out of here, but it's closer than we believe. You know, and shit, that's comforting in itself to know that we really don't have that much longer, man. Bros may, you know, speak amongst each other, speculations and things of that nature. You know, end of this year, things could kick off. Next year might be the year, and so on and so forth. But it's closer than what any of us really believe. Is it tomorrow? No. But especially once Revelation 13 and 16, you know, comes to pass, when they make that mark fully mandatory, then we know it's a mere months, you know, mere matter of months, man. All right, because the chip ain't gonna come out and then 5 years down the line you're still doing this shit. No, man, it's gonna be a matter, Lord willing, a matter of months. You know, that's when we truly know that our salvation is near. So that's really what we're waiting on, man. Once that chip gets put out, which the technology is here, but once it's mandatory, once you have to either take it or you don't work, you don't eat, you don't get paid, all right, that's when we know, yeah, we're about to get out of here, for sure. There's no speculation outside of that, man. You know, you guys more?
No.
That was it. All right, Con, shit.
Well, I can give verse 12.
Okay, we'll close on that.
It says, "The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light.
Mm-hmm.
Which reminds me of what manner of persons ought ye to be.
Yeah, and all holy conversation and godliness. There's a certain mindset that we have to have entering into, these very treacherous times. We got to be mindful of our, how we conduct ourselves. Continue to be a good brother. Continue to, show charity amongst the brotherhood. All right. Charity ain't always just money. Sometimes it's time spent with a brother, favors, okay, things of that nature, certain gifts. All right. These are lessons, So just keep, what I'm saying, hey, keep going. All right, you brothers, few sisters, man, keep going and keep fighting because we almost out of here and we're getting ready to see the downfall of our enemy, man. We're already seeing it, but we're gonna see it in its full effect. So Lord's with us, edifying to the elect. We just want to put it up on wax real quick. And before we close, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Chakwadash, and double honors once again, as always, to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone of Ruel. He taught us the truth, peace, much love. Salutations always to those who elect. To the next one, shalom.
Shalom.